Gonna see the bans come through, and these are, that Namor is still good even without the whole team up. You could play the Namor just with the 2 squids, but the problem is they are against that Storm and they are against Punisher, so anytime that he throws out those squids.
Down we go. Nice throw there from Giovanni, who is gonna find 1, but pop right back at him with 2. Make it 3, 4, 5 as they clean up the entire team and walk them right back to the spawn doors. And that is what these Storms are doing at this level. A ton of movement as well vertically and in the Z-axis, making it tough to hit, but Jag is gonna find PvP, and down goes 1 from that Beadt, who are already at 92%. Up we go with the Meteor M, doesn't land. Shields go up and not enough time. Goes down, and now Beasts are owning the space with 40%, 99 to 40. Alts are off the table. We got a neutral fight coming up here shortly.
Yeah, with the double shield, they're just able to kind of sustain in the back while Matt Beck, have to walk in sort of.
Beast with Giovanni and Foch, and there goes another dance floor. Up we go with the hurricane in a 2-piece, and Giovanni finds 1. Up gonna get a 3rd, and that is up again for Matt Beck, who will likely take this whole map.
Yeah, huge Meteor M committed from him, and like you said, I mean, they'll probably catch point eventually anyways, and then you can hit the Punisher ultimate. It's a little bit risky because you're giving ultimate charge towards Matt Beck to potentially have a counter to the Punisher coming up from the Beast, but they even know they're fully out of ult in terms of ult tracking.
And fight begins again. Ult advantage. Ooh, Matt with a nice pick.
Having the ultimate charge, just let them build ultimates. Also, just kind of walk on through, and in the neutral, that Storm and that Punisher just do so much damage. So they really let their own team down there by not going for an aggressive play with the Punisher.
Yeah, I'm curious too if we missed maybe a portal retake opportunity they tried to make happen and then obviously just didn't work out in timing, or what may have happened there. But there we go. Zay gonna pop the Psionic really good into that regeneration aura from the side of Loki. Breaks those crystals quick. Pop's gonna find some follow-up on a Jag. Down goes John Porky. Make it 3 as Bacon goes down. Giovanni. And off with a nice neutral pick there onto that Bacon again. Map X doing a great job finding value while Beasts are still up in ultimates. They got to make something happen. Another goes down as Jack goes once again. Up we go with the Meteor. Giovanni going to turn this back. The numbers are even now. Can they press through and take the point? Frozen up we go. All right, and down we go. Agamotto goes out now. Jag gonna get pushed backwards. We see Dangy with the dance floor there for the side of Map, walking them forward again. Still, Matt Beck again by Magneto. There we go with the domain. Likely soon. Albion trying to find good positioning. Pot gonna get 2, make it 3. No way. 4 again. Pot PvP just turning up when necessary, giving them the point. And at this, the entire team additional HP over shield, as you see it right there. Overhell trying to happen, but no, block goes out. Still buying more time, but at this point, looks like Map X will be 6th up for the next fight. So, ult advantage for Beast. It's all about can they get value. Agamotto is huge. Can they follow up? No, the dance floor. Gonna shut that right down. They need to get value now. Nothing lands in terms of the Meteor. We do see Final Judgment again. This time for Map. Giovanni with a 2-piece, and Jag gonna clean up a 3rd. And wow, the Beast. Way to stay patient and now get control of the point.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely take it back.
Actually, with ult advantage is potentially game-winning. Oh, they are going to get that portal out. Can they shut it down? Iron Fist looking for a kick through. And they're going to shut things down, but no! The portal goes through. Great block there by Magneto. What a good idea, but wow, Map X, can they clutch up right now?
It absolutely could. I mean, they're in a weird spot.
Your end does not land in PvP. Gotta find Jag. Make that 2. Do I hear 3? Absolutely popping off here with this Punisher damage boost. It is massive play. Ready with the Galactic Legend as well. Right under the back line. Forcing out anything if possible, but instead gonna hold on to Bacon. Not able to use it. Does go down from Pop PvP. Wow. That is a tough, very smart play by John Porky there as they walk forward. And now John Porky has the Final Judgment. But the Meteor lands. What? What an avoid. It does land on to the Loki, using the Loki clone there as a shield. Was Galactic Legend while going down is brutal, but Giovanni gonna press in. We do see the Final Judgment again. That's a 3-piece once more by Beast, who are saying very patient. John Porky with a Quadra now is gonna keep pressing forward, and these Punisher ults have been once more. We do see the aura being pulled out once by the domain. That Bacon gonna find Runny. That's 1 early. The Bacon finally getting this Galactic Legend off. Can they find more value? Spin to win very shortly to get that all back quickly. 10% already, 20 almost, just from one
advantage of, running pick off, and then also the fact that Stalwart. Yeah, that's a bit of an odd one to me. I mean, you protect the silo
here as we start up the first fight. We do see a lot of cooldowns being used as out goes that domain, and John Porky gonna find up early. Zay gonna find Jag, match right back as John Porky on his Zayna once again, and at this point they are up in numbers as Map X is trying to keep the pressure and is getting walked backwards. Albion needing to get the point earlier in domination if they wanted success, and they are doing that, so maybe this will be the map for them. Giovanni gonna put some pressure on now, does find Fingal in the back, and that's a huge pick. Out we go with the dance of the butterfly. Does this get value? Team is stacking, but not for long. Here again, Beast looking dominant. Dad Bacon, we see Fox find another. Giovanni now on to Zay with the 3-piece, looking really clean here on the Venom, who is just popping off 90% on, and this looks like the polar opposite to last map. I agree, they did look very dominant there, and they are going to have slight ult advantage going into the first fight here. I think the Beast looked like a full your web to get out. Danky gonna find that bacon early, and that's a nice start to the fight here from Map X.
Yeah, fantastic start from him, and not even with the snowflake, right? He's just able to take him down. Fantastic shots. Here comes the Meteor M to try to equalize it from Jagan. Oh my God, there's no like one shot necessarily from snipers, so you can sort of just live in cases like that. But oh my God, aggressive play from Poppy P takes down Jagan. This could enable them here.
And we begin once more. Dance floor goes out. Up in the sky we go with the Meteor M. Does the meatball slam? It does. Down goes Fosh. Up 2E with some nice early pick there. Danky with it. They're ready to come back with ult advantage and ensure they get this point.
I think the neutral is a lot more important in this round, specifically because of how many pickoffs the Phoenix can find with the Psylocke. But here comes the dance for the butterflies. The clap is there, though. The constant sort of patty cake that you like to mention enables them to live, but that forced pressure off onto the Vanguards for now.
That Bacon finds another, and the Beasts are just trying to maintain this position, but Pop PvP now onto Albion. Portal plays, and not going to come through as Strange is banned out here. It's all about touching in the last second. Up is going to find John Porky. They're trying to get this point, but they're still stalling. Beautiful stall here as down goes Giovanni. That ultimate within, I believe, 15 seconds. So, you can buy some time and then use that ult, but if it's not the right moment for you to cancel out a duelist ult, it is maybe not as effective as you would need. As we see early here, the dance of the Cutterfly goes out. Giovanni going to be awakened from the freeze, trying to get some value with the feast as 3 go down. Giovanni make that 4. Are you kidding me here? Yeah, Beast up here in ult advantage for now. Pod PvP going to be right there with Zay, and this is going to be that combination we will see shortly. Ensong Inferno coming in with a damage boost. It does land, but it does not find too much value. Good height take there by that Bacon. But I'm not sure if the damage boost came through, if it was close enough. But Fingal goes down. Bacon with a 2-piece now. John Porky going to drop Pop PvP, and Beasts are once again up 3. Dang.
To the back line for the dive.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of Phoenixes use that to not only, find value with a pick, but also it does reset the HP bar, so it can be some time with iframes. Danky finds one up 2E now. Gonna find another 3 down for the side of Beast, but at this point, Map X is getting a taste of their own medicine, and they are almost down a full 99%. It is it's
incredibly late in terms of strategist ults, right? They make sure they have the perfect ult.
Midtown Convoy, some really strong preferences here. Their side, Runny, gonna find Jag early, and that's a nice pick here as Map X running the presence is known here for Beast, with John Porky already ready with an ultimate. Now Map X up with 3.
Gang coming, Sonic Seduction. It forces out a ult from John Porky on the backside. They're able to sustain with all this damage. It doesn't come with Snowstorm in the game, right? The only damage boost you have to come back through with.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this triple strategy. For those who maybe do not know, you start the fight very close to spawn, and at that point you just buy as much time as possible. When your whole team gets wiped, you come back as Strange here before the ambulance, and then you have one more touch to ensure they can't get through point 1, and that's kind of the idea as Jag
from Giovanni on the backside.
And we start again. Damage boost out up 2E. Gonna find that Bacon in the backside. Good utilization there of some of these cooldowns from Fingal, who's now gonna copy up the dance floor and pull out the damage. Runny now gonna try to put some damage. He's here now from the Cloak and Dagger. A rare occurrence here through that ultimate. When you use that bond, you do want to make sure you stay in damage mode. That Bacon gonna clean up the rest as Fingal, Danky, and Pop PvP fall. And John Porky gonna find up 2E. When you are playing Rocket at this level of play, you actually can play pretty aggro, because all these picks that you get early that put you in favor get immediately negated there by the Rocket, and that's where Rocket has a ton of value in this triple. Out early goes that Terror Cloak with the damage boost, and we do see crystals popped again. Team is going to elect to drop backwards. We see no one.
Right, however, Giovanni has just been a threat on the Venom the whole time.
Yeah, since Giovanni jumped over on this Venom, things have looked very different on their attack and on their offensive side. We do see John Porky go down now again from Zayna, who finds.
As much as I was kind of, giving Map X some trouble, they're actually playing phenomenal right right now, bringing themselves back in through Xenon the previous fight and then Runny. So right now, Snapbacks look like a totally different team on the defense once they switch up the triple Vanguard. The Beasts, they seem to be making...
Has been pretty consistent against triple, finding some value and getting those ults, you know, as fast as possible. You'll see Pop PvP here. We talked about Rocket getting success there, not only with the healing, but can do some really strong damage up close, and that is the value of Rocket in this triple, being able to really be a danger as teams try to dive in towards the back line. Good focus there on the patty cake. We talk about the
word that they can just do so much damage. Wait, they're right there towards the end. Was that portal even to come out in time? 3, 2, 1. Nobody touches in the Beasts. They win map number 3.
Wow, and that is a just very strong display.
As hard. Like we saw Zenrod like just go really aggressive,